Yes, hello. This is another Pursuing God's Heart, still in 2 Corinthians, chapter 4. And in this section here, Paul is talking about the gospel, right? The glorious message and the light of the knowledge of the glory of God in the face of Christ, this incredible treasure that God has given to us. And when he gets through to verse 7, he says, "But we have this treasure in jars of clay, to show that this all-surpassing power is from God and not from us." This is one of those sections that is so well known because it's so powerful in this sense that we're not powerful, that so often our experience of life and people's experience of us is kind of unimpressive. And right now we're stuck at home, maybe some heading into the hospital, some struggling to make it through with this virus, others just a little bit under the weather. But with everything that's going on, as humans, we feel incredibly weak. But as Christians, our weakness it's like a good frame for the glory of God to shine out. In fact, he talks about the treasure being in jars of clay, expendable, cheap, easily broken, disposable, something that isn't a treasure. Right, jars of clay, they're broken, no problem, we can get more. But here's the thing, as humans, we can feel like we're easily battered and bruised, easily broken, weak and vulnerable. But that just makes the glory of God stand out all the more. And so he goes on here in verse 8 and 9, he kind of describes 4 pairs of things. I just want us to see these. So first one, we are hard pressed or afflicted on every side. Okay, so there's that kind of pressure against us, the difficulty of circumstances and so on. We're hard pressed on every side. He says we're perplexed. We're not clear what's going on in our thinking. We're perplexed, confused. We're persecuted. That is, people overtly, actually antagonistic towards us, even struck down. That feels like, the end of a fight, doesn't it? You're struck down, he's down. But in each case, there's a statement of hope. So we're hard pressed, but we're not crushed. We're perplexed, but we're not in despair. We're persecuted, but not abandoned. We're struck down, but we're not destroyed. And so then in verse 10, he says, we always carry around in our body the death of Jesus, so that the life of Jesus may also be revealed in our body. That could be our prayer even during this time of weakness, in a time where we're not impressive. It's okay, we don't need to be impressive. God is impressive. And in our weakness, we can carry around in our body the death of Jesus. We can have a little bit of a taste of what he went through for us. And yet through that, his life can be revealed through us. Let's be praying for that, praying that in our weakness, the glory of God will shine out, that in our, if necessary, in our death, the life of Jesus will be seen by others.